Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to create a line chart. And in the last video, we discussed about how to create bar and column charts. So in this video, we will be discussing about line charts. And I will show you the three types of line charts which are most useful in Excel. Those are basically the line charts with markers, stacked line charts with markers, and also we will discuss how to select the data whenever adding a line charts or any charts for that case, and why the line charts. Like in which common cases, what are the common cases where we use line charts, and what is the purpose of the line charts? And so commonly line charts are used for visualizing and analyzing trends over a period of time. And I will also show you one example of stock analysis using the line chart and how to format a chart once you visualize the data, once you create the line chart, how we can format the chart. And the shortcut key for the line chart is Alt plus NN1. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the video. So here you can see I have a sample data of stock analysis data for a period of 1 year. So from 2015 to 2016, I have a stock data for Apple and Samsung company with their stock prices over a period of time. Along with that, here I have another sample data, another sales data of four categories: shoes, trousers, shirts, and gadgets. So first we will look at the basic line charts, then we will go to this data and see how we can create a stock analysis chart here, right? So first let us select the data which we want for the line chart, and let's go to the insert tab, and in this ribbon in the middle you will find the chart section. Here you can see the line chart option, which you need to select it, and you need to click on the 2D line chart option, right? So this is the basic line chart which everyone of us uses, right? So this is a basic line chart. So this indicates the trending lines for these three categories, basically shoes, trousers, and shirts. And these are the months which we selected, and these are the in the x-axis we have the months, and in the y-axis we have the sales values, right? So this is the basic chart. Now let us insert one more chart here with same data. So once again I'm going to the same section, and now I'm selecting the uh, line chart with markers. So here I have inserted one more chart, that is line chart with markers. If you see the difference here in both the charts, so both the charts seem to be same. The only difference is with the round circles which you find in this chart. So the round circles indicates the point where the sales value is located, right? So for the blue line, you can see if I hover this, you can see the points where the values are located, right? So that is the main identification using the markers. So that is the main advantage of markers in the line chart, right? So that is the main difference here. Now let us insert one more chart. Let me remove this and let me insert one more chart here. So once again I'm going to the insert tab, and I'm selecting the stacked line with markers. So here you can see this is a stacked line chart, and this is a line chart with markers, and this is stacked line chart with markers. So the basic difference is in a stacked line chart, the the stacked line starts from low to high. So if you observe this chart clearly, you will find the difference here. So the shirts are on the top, trousers in the middle line, and shoes in the last line. So the data is from flowing from low to high, right? So the shirts have the lowest value, trousers have the middle, shoes have the highest value. Here the data is flowing from is placed in the order from low to high. But when it comes to the line chart with markers, the data is from high to low, right? So the highest values are in the top and the lowest are in the bottom, right? So the shoes are in the highest line, and the trousers, the shirts are in the last line. So this is high to low and this is low to high. So that is the main difference between a line chart and then stacked line charts, right? Right now, let me remove this and let's understand one more example here. So I'm removing this data as well. Right. Now let's get back to this data. So now to insert the line chart, there are two ways of selecting the data here. So first let's insert a line chart for only Apple. So here I'm selecting the date and also I'm selecting the Apple column only. So first we are inserting the line chart for Apple column. So insert once again, let's go to the line chart. Now we have inserted a line chart for only Apple. Right now let us insert one more line chart for Samsung. So to insert that, first you need to select the data column and then you need to select the Samsung column and then click on insert, then click on lines and select the line chart which you want. Right, so that is how you need to insert the line charts here whenever you are inserting multiple data. So here we have inserted two line charts, but what if we can bring this Samsung line chart to this line chart into one single line chart? So we can do that. So let me delete this and let me select this. And so there are, as I said before, there are two ways of selecting the data to insert multiple line charts here. So here we already have the Apple line chart, right? So now I'm trying to insert Samsung data also here in the same chart. So to do that, just you need to drag this uh, complete cell to Samsung. Then you can see we got the Samsung line chart data also, right? So that is one way of doing it. So the other way is, so you need to right click, the selection should be made. So then right click on the chart, then select the data here, and here you can see we only have one selection now, only Apple is selected. Now we need to add Samsung, right? So click on the add button here and the series name will be Samsung, right? And the series values will be the entire data here, data range from top to bottom, and then click on OK. Now once you click on OK, on the right hand side you will find the horizontal category access labels, right? So here we need to select the date range, not 1 to 3 but the date range. To select the date range, first you need to click on edit, then you need to select the dates here, right? After selecting the dates, click on OK. Now we got the entire dates here, right? Then click on OK. Now you can see we selected the Samsung line chart as well. So that is how you can select the data whenever you have multiple columns. So one way is to simply drag this data, drag this cell, or else you can right click on this chart and then select this option here, select data source option. Right. So I have shown you two ways of selecting the data, right, for using a line chart. Right now that we have created a line chart, let's work on this line chart a bit more now. So here you can see, the y-axis which contains the stock values, and down in the x-axis you can see the date ranges, right? So to format the line chart, uh, the only the direct way you can do is, so suppose if I want to format this values here, suppose if I want to format these values, then what I can do is just I will simply right click on this and click on format axis, right? Then this dialog box will open here. So this is very important dialog box whenever you are formatting any charts in Excel. So the first chart is fill and line. So here you can fill the colors whichever you wanted, and here you can change the lines, transparency, width, solid, everything. And these two options are not that useful, size and properties. So this axis options is very much useful for you. So suppose if you want to reduce the gap between these values, what I mean to reduce the gap is nothing but, so here if you look at the line chart, there is a long gap between 100 to 300. So because we don't have the values here, right? So the values are starting from 400. The values are between 400 to 800 only, but the in between 100 and 300 there are no values, right? So what we can do is we can reduce the gap here. So to reduce the gap we need to decrease the boundaries. We can minimize the boundaries here. So here you can see bounds. So these bounds are nothing but they act as a boundary. So here we need to set the maximum bounds and the minimum bounds. So the maximum bounds is now set to 900. So here you can either decrease the bound. So here I am decreasing the bound to 800. If I click enter, you can see the gap has decreased, right? If I increase it to 1000, then you will see there is an additional lines have been added. Now I can also minimize the bounds here. So I will keep it 300, and if I click enter, you can see the gap has been reduced, and the y-axis chart is starting from 300 to 1000, right? So that way you can adjust your line chart as per your requirements here. So this has made the chart even more uh, relevant, even more understandable, right? So previously it was clumsy. It means we had more spaces, but now it is easy to understand, right? So in the same way, here you can see we have 100 difference. There are 100 units difference between each of the values here. So to reduce that units values from hundreds, you can also you can see here we have the unit section. Here you can increase or decrease the major value here. Now it is 100, right? Now if I make it 50, observe this y-axis here. So here you can see 50. There is now we have 50 units difference between each of these values here, right? So that way you can play with this units and bound sections here. As per your requirements, you can adjust these values here. Like now we formatted the y-axis. Now let us format this x-axis now. Now if you look at the x-axis, you can observe that there is a now we have this many dates here. We have dates from 2015 to 2016, but not all the dates are mentioned here because Excel don't doesn't want to show all the dates here, because if it shows all the dates, then the line chart will be very complex and it will be very clumsy to understand. But if you want to see all these dates here, then you need to click on this x-axis, then right click on it, then click on format axis option. Here you will find the bounds here. Once again, we can follow the same method which we followed for this values here. So here you can decrease, you can minimize or maximize the bounds. So it is still this maximum date is still 2016. But if I edit it to 2015, and if I change the date to 31st 12 2015, and if I click enter, here you can see we got the data till 2015 only. The 2016 data will be removed. Removed in the sense it will be hidden by Excel. It won't get deleted, but it will be under hidden by Excel. Now, if you want to change this months to years, years we only have till 1 year, 1 year date range, right? So here we only have 1 year date range, right? So we can't use years value. But if I use days here, you can see how clumsy the line chart has become now. Now it is very much hard to understand this data, right? So because of that, Excel won't show you the entire date range. It will only show, uh, it will only take 1 month gap and show you the data. So now this setup looks pretty easy and simple, right? So that way you can adjust the bounds and units here as per your requirements, right? If you want to reset, just click on the reset and you will get the data back to normal, right? So that is how you can format the x and y axis options. Now if you suppose if you want to add a legends here, and if you want to add a chart title here, simply click on this plus option here, and here you can see axis titles, right? So either you can add it below, or you uh, uh, can also add the chart title here. So if you want to rename this chart title, just double click on that and you can simply type any of the uh, name here. So whatever name you find relevant to the title, you can write it here. Stock analysis for Apple versus Samsung, right? So that is my uh, chart title here. So now it looks pretty relevant, and it is understandable what this chart is all about, right? So here, if you want to increase the chart size, just click on this and just increase the font size here, right? So that is how you can increase it. Now, if you want to add the legend here, right? So legends are nothing but uh, the the main uh, legends are nothing but the main um, the main data which we are looking at. So what data we are looking at? We are looking at stock analysis data for Apple and Samsung, right? So these two will be the legends here. So to add the legends, just click on the this plus icon and go to the legends option here. And here you can find the legends, right? So that is how you can add the legend here. So blue legend is nothing but Apple stock data, and this one is nothing but orange is Samsung data, right? So even you can place it wherever you want. It's up to you to optimize it as per your. Now if I want to keep it in the bottom, I can select these options and uh, place it there, right? Apart from this legends and headlines, and also formatting this x and y axis values here, what you can do, what you can also do is you can add the trend lines to this line chart, because this is stock analysis line data, right? So what you can do is you can simply go to the plus icon, and here you can find the trend line option, where you can actually add the trend lines that are suitable to this stock analysis data. So here you can find the trend lines, and if you go to more options, you will find the remaining other trend line options as well. So here you can see we have six trend line options which you can use it for this data. So this is exponential, and this is linear, and this is logarithmic, arithmetic, and polynomial, power, and moving average. So if you are a stock analysis expert, you should be knowing about the moving average. So here you can enter any number you want, either 21 or 45 or any values based upon your understanding of the stock performance here. You can also use linear, which basically tells how the stock performance has been throughout a year now. So this is a year data, right? So this linear trend line basically tells how the stock has been performing over it. period of time, over a period of year. And you can also add the trend line to Samsung as well. Just just once again click on this add, and here you can click on the exponential and select on Samsung, and here one more trend line will be added for Samsung. So that way you can uh, add the trend lines as per your wish. So whatever the trend line which suits your chart data, stock analysis data, based on that you can add the trend lines. So trend lines basically are most suitable for the whenever you are working on stock analysis, right? So that so you can use it. So it will clearly tell the story behind the stock analysis data, right? So there are multiple options for you to add the trend lines. So whichever option is suitable, you can use it and you can add it here from here. So these are few basic formatting options which you can do for any kind of chart uh, while you're working in Excel. So that is how you can format the line charts or any chart for that matter in Excel. So and these are the basic chart options which you can format, right? So in the next lesson, I will discuss few more chart options, formatting chart options. And I will also discuss about the remaining charts here, area chart and other pie charts. I will discuss in the coming videos. So I hope you understood this video about line charts and how you can create a stock analysis using the line chart. So if you have any questions, please put it them in the comment section and I will answer them. And keep watching my videos. And if you find the information to be useful, then please like and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos on Excel.